So you're going back to the office. What do you need for that? Hi all and welcome back to Amelia Finance. I'm currently a project and product manager for a Fortune 10 software company and I have over 10 years of experience in the big four consulting firms. So for me, I'm thinking about going to the office like the first day of school. You want to look your best, you want to be prepped and ready to go, and it's a fun, exciting way to just meet your colleagues for the first time. And what do I need to do that? So for me, first things first is I'm going to lay out my clothing for that first day, even for that first week I'm thinking, just so I have less to think about. It's one less thing to worry about as there's so many other just exciting things that might be happening or being planned for the return to the office. For me, it looks like Monday through Thursday I'm going to be on the client site, which is business casual, and then on Fridays it's going to be more formal, on Fridays only. So two different ways of thinking about what I need to be wearing to those locations. So for the formal ones, and both for the informal ones, for both sides, I need to know the industry that I'm in and I need to dress appropriately. So I don't need to wear a suit to my client that's business casual, and I shouldn't wear necessarily jeans or a t-shirt to my actual company that's more formal. So knowing what you're looking for. For the formal environments, I'm going to limit my clothing to black, blue, linen, really like neutral colors, grays, and then the same with limiting my fabrics. So linen, cashmere, silk, really traditional, really elevated fabrics and looks. And then I'm also going to keep my jewelry, and these are good rule of thumbs for men and women, so I might be saying it, but it's not like it should be limited just because of one or the other. For jewelry, I'm going to keep it pretty understatement for the more formal environment, just so that way it looks really nice, it has a professional look and feel. And then for my more casual client, I might wear other things that are more fun or more on trend, as opposed to like more traditional pearls or diamond earrings. For suit sets, so I really like Zara for work clothing, especially I feel like it has a nice overlay for both the business casual and the more formal work environment. So I'm going to utilize some of that. And then for hair and grooming, so for me, dry shampoo is great, but especially for that first week, I'm going to really try to make sure that my hair is fresh and clean, my makeup is great, and all those things that you can do to make sure that your personal appearance and grooming is really clean. I think those are going to be really critical. And then for shoes, really checking that shoes are clean, they're streak-free, they're fresh, and just looking really nice overall. If you're wearing shoes that are easy to scuff, maybe clean them up, maybe they need to go to cobbler if they're more high-quality shoes. So thinking about what do you need to do to make sure that you're prepped and ready, especially for that formal environment for week one. Additionally, some good rule of thumbs are if you wore it yesterday, don't wear it today. So this is a good time to take stock of what you have today, look through it, think about, does this fit me, or does this fit me the way I want to be? Does this hit the style notes that I'm looking for? Do I want to be known for wearing these types of outfits? And if it looks worn, just don't wear it. That's a great rule of thumb there, especially as we're coming back. Many of us had professional wardrobes before we began, so it might be good to take stock of what we have today and see if that was what we want to wear moving forward in the future. I know some people are really into capsule wardrobes, so limiting the color tones, limiting the styles, making sure that you can mix and match really easily. So that's a great something to go and look at and think about, is this something I want to utilize in my appearance as I start going back to the office. For business casual, that's a little bit pickier there. So because everything goes, or almost everything goes, you actually have to use more good judgment on what you should or shouldn't wear or what's recommended. And remember, think about what environment you're in. So if you are in a more tech or more design heavy or very like free-flowing, free-spirit environment, you may be able to get away with some more fun items than if you're in a more traditional business environment that may not be formal, but is still more structured than more of an art design studio. So one thing though I would call out is workout clothing is really not appropriate. So if you've worn it to the gym, really refrain from wearing that into the office, just because that overlap you will notice people wearing workout clothing and you're like, oh, maybe that's not the best option. And then think about, where are you going? Are you at the beach, or are you at the office? So if you're at the office, think about air temperature. I get cold pretty easily, so I always like to bring a sweater or a blazer that I can put over something that's short sleeve, just so that way I have that flexibility, the option, and still look professional and clean cut. And then what else? For working in the office, if you're a lady, flats, heels are great. Athletic shoes, I know there's this trend to athleisure shoes, so you just use good judgment with those. And then think about if you get cold, once again, if open-toe shoes are really the best option for you. And then for work items, so you have your clothing, maybe you've done a capsule wardrobe, maybe you've perused what you already had and said, I like these pieces, or these pieces have done their work and I'm gonna pass them on to someone in need. There's also other things that you need, including supporting items. Supporting items in my mind include work bags, lunch bags, travel accessories. So we'll dive into this real quick. So for work bags, I ever like a solid color that's really easy for me to keep clean. So once again, black or blue is pretty much my favorite. And Tumi, Lululemon, there's Caraa, Shinola, there's the Scandinavian Fjallraven. Those are really nice bags because they have zippers at the top, they have pockets, and they have lots of convertible styles. So I would recommend, even if it's pricey, it's nice to like really purchase something that you're going to use and enjoy and has the utilities that you need. It has enough space for, you want to have space, right? Laptop, maybe a spare laptop, charging cables, clothing if you're going to the gym, all those extra accessories that you enjoy or you will want to have in your work bag. And then luggage. So I like to have a couple pieces of carry-on luggage pieces on hand. I like Tumi, I like Samsonite. Away has really cute colors, you can get it monogrammed. So when you have the opportunity to travel for the week or for a client, it's easy. So I would recommend just having one on hand so it's easy to do. Check that your passport's up to date. Maybe you have an opportunity to travel now internationally, either professionally or personally. And so some countries won't let you enter if it expires within 6 months. So I would just double check, see where you are. Maybe you need to go get it updated. And just make sure that you're prepared when the opportunity arises so you can say yes. And then a lunch bag. If you found a really good eating pattern or you just like bringing healthier snacks to the office, it's nice to be able to have that opportunity to carry them. So Kate Spade, Lily Pulitzer, Modern Picnic, Yeti, Hydro Flask, they all have some really neat options that can mix really well with your style, and give you the flexibility to have the pockets, have the openings, and be able to take the things that you want to take to the office. And then a couple things not to wear to the office. Wearing things to the office, not to the office, can include workout clothing. Even though Lululemon has some really cute items that are you could say are workout or not, or for the office, if you buy it for work, only use it for work. If you buy it for workout, only use it for workout. So really distinguishing those two groups of items. If you wore it during video calls during Corona time or during the COVID pandemic, maybe it's time to retire those items or say that's a weekend item clothing and just refresh your closet. If you wore it to work before COVID, maybe that's another good thing to think about. I'm going to retire this item. It's done its duty. I'm going to fully refresh everything that I'm wearing. Unless it's one or two items that you bought just before everything shut down, or it's really a special item that really is a classic look and feel, then think about it and use good judgment. And then check. Just make sure everything you're wearing to the office looks good. It doesn't have to be designer. It can be Nordstrom Rack. It can be the thrift store. It can be anywhere. But as long as it looks good, it'll make you look good. And as long as you're comfortable in it, you will feel comfortable presenting, leading your team, growing and developing your skill sets. And that's what's most important for you right now. A good rule of thumb for classic clothing is white button-ups, black or blue slacks, blazers in traditional colors of black and blue, linen, classic stilettos, not super high, comfortable enough that you can walk in them, silk, cashmere, linen, and just limiting your color scheme. If you're a lady, wearing jewelry and scarves. If you're a gentleman, maybe a sticker on your laptop. And if in doubt, don't wear it. If it makes you uncomfortable, don't wear it. And then some brands that are nice that you can like go and look at to think about what you want to do to reinvent your style or just to purchase for future items. For men and women, I really like Lululemon. They have some really nice offerings that are super comfortable, maybe pricey, but really nice items. Tumi is fantastic. Away, super cute. Banana Republic, Brooks Brothers, J. Crew, Paul Smith has some really pretty, unique items that could bring out some of your character, your fun personality, and still be professional. Uniqlo and Zara, I really like Zara. They have really nice sets, they have nice individual items, and very on trend, but also items that are very classic and traditional. For women, I like Express. They have those, I think it's Portofino shirts, and they're button down, multiple colors, very fun to have a collection of those. Calvin Klein has some really nice classic dresses, as does Theory, really nice sleeveless, little sleeves, really like classic look and feel. And Taylor, Gap, Spanx has some really cute stuff that they've come out with. It's very form-fitting, but also very comfortable to wear and in a professional feel as well. Everlane, Ofmercer, Modern Citizen, those are all really nice items for ladies to buy. And there's not limited to ladies. Some of those do have men's offerings as well. For gentlemen, I would say Allbirds has some really nice shoes that seem to be very in style. Bonobos, Hugo Boss has some really nice fits there, especially for slim or for more traditional sizes. Untuckit has some cute thing, not cute things, has some nice tops that are still professional, but yet they can be untucked for that more casual work environment. Everlane, Todd Snyder has great gifts. If you're looking for someone special, the offering seems to be really nice. Nike, Under Armour, they have nice polos that are really contemporary and comfortable, and so those are some great brands there. So with that, thanks for watching Amelia Finance. Like, follow, ask questions. If you have additional brands or feedback on how you're preparing to go back to the office, please go ahead and share. This is really a forum for you to share what you're learning or what you've learned, and just elevate everyone in total. So with that, thanks for watching Amelia Finance. Like, follow, ask questions.